Yo, what's good my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned. Today we are going to be covering this map event for the Grand Exorcism Battle Valley Arc, and we were also lucky enough that before this event even came out, they go ahead, or not even before the event came out, but before the event even starts off, they do go ahead and let you know how many cubes you get from this. So the cube roundup is right now. You get 2,910 cubes from this, 200 phantom medals, 10 gacha tickets. I already do have the gacha tickets. I'm gonna save that multi for the end of the video. You get a free border here for recollection bits and 6 of the page, of course. We will then go over the page as well, but as you know, you go through and you do the battles, you get the different medals, and then you can buy different rewards, you can pick up all the buffs, and then at the end of this, you can actually do a score attack. I actually already got this beaten all the way up to the point where I can do the score attack. You can see the entire map here. Honestly, I will explain why I'm doing it this way, because usually, you know, I would start off with nothing beaten, so you guys can kind of go with me the first time through and we see everything get beaten, but I still do skip some fights here and there. I'm going to explain why I kind of changed it up a little bit later when I'm doing the score challenge, but let's go back and look over some rewards, look over some missions, things like that. So we come into the event missions. You can see you got to win 40 regular stages inside of this, or the formidable battles as well. That excludes the score challenge, but that is literally just like doing the map itself. If you do the map itself, you will complete this mission in no time. Activate 20 assistances is getting all of the little support nodes off of the map. Obtain 6,000 exorcism medals. Literally, you're just going to be picking up exorcism medals while you go through the event. And of course, these cubes right here are some of the cubes that they're accounting for in the 2,910 cubes. So make sure you do all of these missions. Right here, you can see do 20 exchanges within the exorcism medal shop. Getting the tickets literally gives you 10 exchanges right there. It's easy to get the exchange in the shop because the missions for the exchanges are less than what you should be getting, all the materials that you should be getting in the shop. Then you can see here, this mission is for having a attribute gain skill to start a score challenge, or what? Basically, you have red units. Have 3 red units, I think? No. Format any red unit. Yes, format any red unit for the score battle. That'll get you 50 cubes. Very easy because the mission is weak against red, and if you were sweaty and impatient and summoned for Mai before you got your tickets, then I mean you can use Mai here. If you just got the tickets in the first place and then summoned for Mai and you're chilling, I think this mission right here to complete the score challenge goes up to like 3 times, at most 5 times or something like that. But then you can see down here, I have a few more missions that I've already done. These are just like achieving the wins, getting the assistance and all that stuff, and opening chests as well. It seems that I've opened, I think, all the chests I need for all the missions. So that's all the missions there. Then you have daily missions, win 5 normal stages and whatnot, but nobody's coming in here and doing 5 stages every single day once they've already beaten it. So understandable if you guys missed that mission. You can see here that the page you get from this, and also the page that boosts your medal drop rate in this event, is going to be Tea Party of Communication. This first part right here, once you get to 5-star, triggered upon using any command skill. So not your ultimate. You cannot do this with your ultimate. But applies 25% damage taken decreased to self for 1 time in 1 turn for 7 turns. Not too bad. It's a defensive one. It takes usually the offensive ones that are really good take like 6 turns. So this one takes 1 extra turn. And some of these fights are starting to get a little bit longer just because of the difficulty. So maybe you typically wanted your fights to go by a little bit faster because usually you're using like a Gojo on your team. Once Hidden Inventory Gojo came out though, that kind of changed it up. But even still, you do, I feel like, try to go through your fights relatively quickly just to not waste your own time, you know? Then the second skill, the auto skill is going to be when turn starts, if self's HP is no more than 50% and can only be used twice in battle, recovers 10% HP. So that part's okay, not too bad. I think the page is decent. I'm starting to kind of turn around on some of these pages because, like, for instance, the one you get from the Jogo event, go check that video out, but the one you get from the Jogo event, that one I thought was kind of ass at first, but then when they add SP battle to Jogo, then it'll probably be useful because it gives flame resistance by 30% to a specific character. So not bad. As you can see here, the page is going to give you 20% medal drop drops, and then every time you limit break a page, it gives you 4% more. And then this page is literally the one from the banner that my is on, or not my, that May is on. May is actually out on the JP version right now, and I need to go check that out, and that's why I was thinking of it. But trigger upon using any command skill or ultimate skill, so this can be used anytime. Recovers 25% HP and applies 55% red attribute damage dealt increase to self for 1 turn. So not really like non-standard, but same kind of like vein. You're getting a damage boost, but this one is linked to a specific character or specific type. The damage boost is not as high either. And then right here, when the battle starts, you recover 15 cursed energy for yourself. So not too bad. The cursed energy recovery is pretty cool, but again, not a page that I think you should really like go crazy for. I think I did mark it off as actually a pretty solid page to have though. So I mean, if you do get it, GG, that's pretty lucky. But you guys know how this goes. You literally go in here and you wipe out all of these missions and everything. I will finish up these missions on my own time. Realistically, all I really want you guys to see here is the score battle. But the only thing about the score battle is I need to do a few more missions here so that I can get another key, so that I can unlock Toto here and get the final buff, because usually I don't like to do the score battle unless I have all the buffs. I literally did the score battle last time without all the buffs, and I actually did get all of the rewards, but even still, I like to have all of the buffs just to make sure that the score battle is a little bit easier. So I will, I guess, go through these right here to get to this treasure chest, which will give me the last key that I need, because I already bought all the keys I can. Get the last key that I need, I'll get this Toto buff, and then we will meet back up to do the score challenge, and then after that, we'll literally just go and do our free multi for Mai. Like I said, we already know we get 2,910 cubes from this, so very, very good amount of cubes. Not quite a multi, but basically a multi. We're 90 cubes off. I'll take it. But we'll be back, chat. Alright guys, we have beaten the special stage here, and we've beaten it all 3 times, so we unlock this chest here, which should give us our last key. It had no key in it at all, so I'm actually kind of chopped right now because I don't have a key for Toto, because I already bought all my keys. So I guess I'm supposed to get my last key from the... oh, probably from one of these boss fights. Well, either way, guys, like I said, you don't really need all of your buffs to go into the final boss fight. I do just want to make a point and say, though, that it helps free-to-play players and casual players out a lot if they have all the buffs for the boss fight, just in case your units aren't strong enough to get that 20 million threshold that they need to hit to get all the points. But while we're talking about that, let's go ahead and look over through the shop, because I keep talking about the keys and everything. You can see here in the shop, I've already bought the gotcha tickets, of course, and then I already have the keys right here. You can only buy 3 of them, 1 for 150 and then 2 more for 250 each, so 500, so 650 all together. You can see that you can finally buy purple cursed object collection items inside of this shop as well, so not too bad if you wanted to farm those directly, but it's probably just more efficient to farm the item themselves directly. Obviously here you can see 50 of these, you know, a few of these here, but really good rewards. I'd say the first thing, if you want to get it, you can get the tickets, of course, but the first thing that you really should be getting is the page itself, because the page is going to increase the amount of medals that drop every single time you do a run in the stage. So we are going to get it as many times as we can right now, which is only 2 more times. So that's going to put my page at 3-star, but that gives it an extra 12%. So now it's like 32% boosted drops instead of just 20%. And guys, when you are farming for extra medals to clear out the shop, you just want to farm the hard boss, because the hard boss is going to drop the highest number of medals. I can't look at it right here because I haven't beaten the hard boss just yet, but you see how this one right here says it drops 85 medals. The hard boss will drop like 95 medals. Actually, can we test it with this? 60 medals, that one says. So, okay. But yes, the hard boss usually drops like 95 medals. So just a little bit higher to make your grind a little bit easier. But of course, you have to do the score challenge as well, and you have to get the 20 million points so that you can get all of these rewards right here. And luckily your summon tickets aren't in here, so even if you are a free-to-play or a casual player, you can still get your summon tickets easily just by farming the event out vanilla. But even still, with this, you can start off at any level that you like, but we're going to go to very hard automatically. It's a red team that wins this, and since Inumaki is not a unit really for damage, we're going to switch him out with Incomplete Domain Megumi. But let's put some damaging pages here, and then we'll jump into it and we'll see what score we get. Again, I don't really care that much about getting the highest score on the entire server. Like that's not my kind of play style. I don't really care. Everybody else can do all the extra bullshit they want to do. I'm more like, okay, I got the rewards, I beat the mission, I'm cool with that. Done. So we just boosted my page a little bit. Unfortunately, the score challenge doesn't give you any medals. That's the one thing that I really don't like. I wish that it did, but understandable. There's other ways for you to get medals. But let me fix these pages around and then we'll get in there. So guys, here we are in the score battle. And even though the only buff we're missing is Toto, I feel like Toto would probably be like somebody... Oh, he can't be debuffed at all? Nullifies all kinds of debuffs. That's unfortunate. Can he be debuffed in the middle phase? I don't know, but we're gonna start it off. I think the only thing Toto would have probably gave us would have been like I don't know, extra taijutsu or something like that. But guys, the reason why I decided to go ahead and just start off and doing the event and everything first is because my computer is basically a piece of shit. You guys hear me talk about it every single like piece of content I make at this point. But basically, it just is a lot of work to wait for it to export in or import in all of the video whenever I do this all the way through on like my first try. And then, you know, it also takes a long time to export. It also takes a long time for it to like process the file too when it gets into Adobe, because of how long it is and it's trying to like process all the audio and everything. And honestly, I'm sick of that shit. So if I can do any extra work before the video to prep things up, I will just do that so that I don't end up wasting too much time and wasting too much resources on my computer, because I absolutely hate doing that. Oh cool, we got Megumi's ultimate here. We're gonna just go ahead and pop that, I guess, and then start debuffing for the next phase here. So we're nowhere near 20 million just yet. Actually, this might be a failed run here. I might need to slow it down a little bit so I can get my ultimates all before the first phase starts. I do want to buff, however, with Megumi before I use Yuta's ultimate, so I will wait a second. Or I want to debuff with Megumi. Or is he immune to debuffs again? Yeah, he is immune to debuffs again, so it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, so let me take Megumi out. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that the boss is immune to debuffs, but I'm gonna go ahead and just pop the ultimates here and see what we get for this run, just cause. I mean, Megumi's skill 1 doesn't work, but it's cool. We'll come back in here because these cost no stamina to do, which is really nice. So you can try these over and over and over again and try to shoot up all the way through your point rewards. But yeah, I did a shit job. I did a horrible job. Usually I would farm it up to where maybe we do use Inamaki so that we can take it a little bit slower and actually build up the ultimate, so I can use it in the middle part and then also use it in the last part. Or should I use... No, I won't use Kaito. There's no point using Kaito. Actually, there is a point in using Kaito because Kaito will boost Yuta's damage as well. So yeah, let's go in and try this again. This one is certainly going to be the run. I neglected the fact that the boss cannot be debuffed, so very unfortunate. Let's go once more. Oh, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, tired of using up the resources on my computer every single time I want to do a video or anything like that. I just got to start kind of consolidating what I'm doing a little bit more, even when I'm not specifically recording at the moment. It doesn't mean I still can't work towards that end, you know? So now I guess this is just going to be the style where I'll do whatever I can while I'm like not recording, and then when I get around to recording, it'll just make the process a lot faster. But also, what happened the other day was, it's Sunday when I'm recording this. On Friday, I was literally recording a video on the new story chapter, and I beat the story chapter all the way through, did the cursed object collection, did the, what else did I do? I did the EX stage as well on my first try, cleared it and everything. And you know, I gave y'all a very major yap fest the entire way through just to make sure that you guys were entertained. And literally, guess what happened? I was watching my Streamlabs the entire time I was recording, much like right now, and I'm very hopeful that the same mistake does not happen again. And literally, my my Streamlabs said that it only recorded the first 3 minutes of the fucking video. So as you can imagine, I nearly lost my mind for a second, but I kind of like just came back and I was like, yo, this is a test to see if I will falter, and I will not falter. We will keep this content coming, but I just got to be a little more, a little smarter about how I'm placing the content, just to make sure some stupid shit doesn't happen like that again. So yeah, hopefully not. So you don't really need to use, you don't need to use Yuta's ultimate in the first room, or you don't need to use any ultimates in the first room, because no matter what, when you beat the first wave of this enemy, it's always, and this is an any score attack, it's always just going to be 1.3 million. The key to beating these is by using, I messed up because their debuffs aren't going to go first, and Yuta's ultimate is going to pop off first because of Kaito's ultimate being a buff. But even still, it doesn't matter, we're still going to get a lot of good points. The key to these is literally doing your ultimate in these middle phases right here and starting to build your ultimate back up the next time around. You saw that just took me all the way up to 10 million from 1 million right there. And the last run I just did, I got 11 million altogether, but this one just put me at 10 million. It was because I wasted a slot using Megumi, because Megumi literally did not have any he had no use really, because his main use is doing his domain and then getting all those debuffs out. You can only debuff the boss right here at this phase. So I shouldn't have debuffed the boss going into the third phase. Yes, because the first phase, I called this the second phase where you have to go through the little stocks, and then the last phase, the third phase, yes. So I should have not done it into the third phase. I should have done it during this phase and just fully utilize that. Let's do this just for hella damage. We're at 14 million already, and then Yuta puts us at 1.7 or 17 million, I'm sorry. Then we're gonna buff one more time and do all this one more time. Yuta, I don't think can get his ultimate back just yet, so that's gonna be a little unfortunate. Yeah, he still can't get his ultimate gauge, but when we start the next phase up here, hopefully he can. No, because it's been 4 turns. Yeah. That's fine though. We'll just do this, and we'll do this as well. And then that'll be a GG more than likely. But we're literally going to get another like 1.5 million, I think, just for winning this. So I'm just going to get a little bit more points here for the damage, and we easily clear the 20 million. Like I said, I do not care about getting the highest score in the entire server. That is pointless to me. What I care more about is just getting all of the rewards from my account, so I can keep my head down and move on to the next thing. That will be another major grinding progression point for my account. But we have beaten the 20 million milestone, and we got all the rewards in one sitting. Very nice. Very easy run. I feel like that was kind of like self-explanatory what I did right there. If you guys want to kind of like get me to go back in there and just explain a little more and maybe look up different team compositions or something like that, see if different characters can do it, then hey, go for it. Spam the comments if you'd like. But while we're talking about spamming, you could also go down below and spam that like button. And you could also spam the subscribe and the notification bell. We just got some titles here because we are Chads. Let's see. I don't really use these titles that much. I usually just kind of stick to the special titles here. But I think, well, this is the one that I wanted originally, so I'll put this one back on. But I think it's about that time that I do definitely go back over a special titles video. We're talking about all the special titles that we can get. But that's for another time. Let's put consecutive record holder for most Black Flashes, because I think that Black Flash is cooler than being a 6 Eyes user. I don't know. And then I think it's cool because everybody has a chance to access it, but even still, certain people can master it to a certain degree. But now, guys, that's really it for the map event, at least the score battle portion of the map event. Obviously, I have not finished the map event like I said, but I will finish that in my own free time. I just kind of wanted to give you guys how that score battle looks. I gave you the basic breakdown, and we know that there's 2,910 cubes from it. So let's stop yapping, and we will do what everybody is really here for, waiting for in the video. We're just gonna do our My Summon and see what we get. But if you guys want to summon together with the Deadman, then you can go ahead and summon on Dokkan, Grand Cross, BCM. I see people still making videos on that shit. Oh my goodness. But like, you can summon on whatever game you want. So I'm gonna count down from 3, and when I say go, cool, okay. When I say go, I always forget if you gotta click and then go. When I say go, we'll hit that summon. So guys, join in together on your devices, and let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, go. Gojo animation. No, I'm kidding. Purple screen. Maybe I get Mai's recollection bit. That'd be pretty chill. Okay, no energy on the hand. But we got the purple screens in the background, so I believe there's an SSR in there. Nope. Absolute cheese. But that's okay. That costs none of my cubes. And if you guys didn't notice, the Deadman is at 450 cubes. So we're almost to 30,000 cubes, which would be about 10 multis, actually. We're really close to 10 multis. I did not even think about that. But if you guys did enjoy this video, then you can go down below. You can smack the like button. You can hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can comment down below. Let me know how you felt about the video, about the map event. How do you feel about the amount of cubes we're getting from events? I feel like they could be more, but even still, to each their own. That's going to be it for your boy, DEADMANVINCE, signing out.